They were stabbed by the boyfriend, but they still went on to sit the examination. And at least 4 girls gave birth at different places in the country. And the question I want to ask is, there's the right to education, yes. And there's also the fact of the matter that these are special circumstances for such candidates. But the next system is that there's only one exam every year. Is it time we consider having a special exam for candidates who are in special circumstances, or should they wait for the following year if they do not sit these examinations in hospital?
I will look at it from 2 perspectives. One, when some of these things happen, the students are prepared. It's only that a glitch happens and they are affected not to sit for the exams, and therefore I believe it should also be a matter of choice for that student. If mentally they're not in a position to sit for those examinations, they should not be forced to sit for those examinations. But we've seen in instances where people who have delivered go ahead and even get better grades than students who are okay when they were sitting for those exams. So I believe, one, we should make it, there should be that option for those who would that their state of health cannot allow, and you have a medical report to that effect that they cannot sit for that exam. Then we should have a special exam maybe, but that would leave to neck. But at the same time, if a student is ready, is willing, and they believe that within themselves that they can sit for that exam, I see no reason why they should be barred from sitting for it.
What do you think? Is it a possibility? Because now we are in the last week of October. Tomorrow is November. The examination concludes. Should we allow time to have a special exam just before the candidates join Form 1?
I think first I wish to quickly cover it to the girl who was stabbed. She comes from my county, but in a different constituency. And it even disturbs me, and that's why I keep on talking about the moral issue of our society. That we are seated as a government and discussing about a Class 8 girl who was stabbed by a boyfriend, by a man, a boyfriend. And our greatest issue is how she is doing an exam stabbed. We are not looking at how Class 8 students having boyfriend and husbands. It's a morally wrong society. What I wish to say is that when we used to school, we used to hear of something called special exams. I don't know what happened to them later, but we used to have something called special exams. Like Wakili has said, he has said very well that it's a choice. If the student chooses to do the exam, well and good. But what of those who say now, due to this circumstance, we are not prepared to do it now? Do they wait for another year to do the same exam? So I think it's an issue we need to start thinking about as a country, but still looking at the bigger picture on this issue of this girl. Me, I wouldn't look at her doing the exam or not, but I would look at a Class 8 girl having a boyfriend.
And also I believe, and to add to what Mheshimiwa said, I believe the police on this case, the perpetrator of that heinous act should be taken action against. It is whatever the circumstances. Nobody has a right to do such a thing. Yes, especially to a Class 8 girl who is sitting for examination. It's an abomination. I would say that. Yes.
I think we need to have special exams for some of these special cases, because you have been preparing for these exams for the last 8 years. In the morning of your exam, you have an emergency, you have an issue which is beyond your control as a student, as a candidate. I think the government needs to find a way of introducing special exams to be able to address some of these issues. It's very important, and I think it's something that must be really addressed.